So it has been announced that Gentlemates will be joining VCT EMEA in place of Koi for 2026. I think this makes sense. I don't know a ton about like the organization's like financial side or stuff like that, but from what I've seen, Mates has a very very big following within France and is very very good in terms of like the viewership stuff and that kind of stuff for VCT. So I think this is a solid move. I've seen a lot of people complaining that Koi got kicked for them. I honestly could not care less. Both these teams were really bad last year, and if Koi fucked up their contract stuff, then they deserve to be kicked. But Mates are an interesting team because all 5 of their players from last year, their contracts are expiring. You could decide to go in the direction of, say, getting like 5 French players, but in the past that hasn't really been that great. But you could keep Vcash, who is French, on the team. I think he was very, very good for this team last year. But I think other than that, you'd probably want a full reset of this roster to kind of reset everything and kind of let them rebuild for 2026. Maybe you'd keep a mini. Maybe you'd manage to keep a comeback, but his contract's expiring, and I think he would want to go somewhere else. So he will end up leaving here, in my opinion. Like if I'm predicting that. But Vcash, I think, is pretty likely to stay. He was good enough and is French, and they'll want to keep a French player on the team. And then I think the other two in Kamek and Prosh are very replaceable. Just kind of solid players that don't do a ton outside the system. So yeah, overall, I am whelmed by this. Like, it's not like a team that I really didn't expect, don't know a ton about. At least it's a team that I am familiar with from last year, but definitely needs a rebuild heading into this year.